How to edit video in iMovie.
Welcome to VideoJug. I'm Stuart Headlam. In the previous film in this series, How to Import Video into iMovie, I showed you how to get ready to start editing your project. I'm now going to show you how to start building your project. This guide covers iMovie HD6, but help and support for other versions of iMovie can be found at www.apple.com/support/iMovie.
All the footage you have imported from your camera or dragged from your desktop will be in the Clips palette on the right-hand side of the screen. You can drag them individually or as a group onto the timeline at the bottom of the screen. For the initial arrangement of your clips, use the Clips view of your timeline and drag them into your desired order. Once you are happy with the arrangement, use these buttons to change to the timeline view. Here, you can drag the start and end point of your clips to a point that you are happy with. The best technique is to drag the playhead, the line that runs over the timeline, to your desired in or out point, then drag the edge of the clip onto the playhead. If your clip is a great deal longer than you want, it's advisable to crop out the majority of the extra footage to make it easier to handle. Click on the clip in the Clips palette and drag these two arrows to the start and end part of the clip you want. You can make fine adjustments to the position of the arrows using the arrow keys on your keyboard. Once you are happy with your selection, go to the Edit menu and select Crop. You can add effects to your clips by pressing the Editing button and choosing Video FX. Clicking each effect will show you a preview of what it will look like if applied to your preferred clip. Each effect has a series of options below it that are worth playing around with, but if you want your effect to last the whole clip, make sure that the Effect In and the Effect Out sliders are both set to 0. You can also add titles and captions to your project. Click the Editing button and select Titles. The list shows the various kinds of titles you can choose, and the controls below are for things like font, speed, and color. You can have the titles run over black or over a clip you have selected on the timeline. If you choose over black, iMovie will render a clip of the duration you've selected and place it on the timeline.
Save regularly, and don't forget you can duplicate your clips by copying and pasting them back into the Clips window.
You can undo any edits and effects by right or control clicking on a clip when it's in the Clips window and selecting Revert Clip to Original.
If you're unhappy with a few of the changes you've made, or iMovie starts acting erratically, it might be better to quit out of the program and then revert to an earlier saved version of your project.
Once you're happy with the order and size of your clips, you can add transitions between them. Click the Editing button and then the Transitions option at the top. Clicking on each transition will trigger a preview of what each effect would look like if it was applied to your currently selected clip. You can change the length of the transition and certain other settings in the panel below the list.
Transitions should be added last of all, as they'll be removed if you add any further effects to any clip on either side of the transition.
Done.